Good morning and welcome to Face the Nation. I'm John Dickerson. We've got a lot to cover both at home and abroad. We begin with CBS News White House and senior foreign affairs correspondent Margaret Brennan, who is traveling with the president. She joins us from Hanoi, Vietnam. Margaret?
Good morning. Well, as the president nears the end of the most extensive state visit to Asia by any president in more than 25 years, his relationship with Vladimir Putin is again taking center stage. After the two met in Vietnam, Mr. Trump said Putin appeared sincere when he denied any Russian interference in the 2016 U.S. election.
I believe that he feels that he and Russia did not meddle in the election. As to whether I believe it or not, I'm with our agencies, especially as currently constituted with their leadership.
He made that clarification after having told reporters Saturday that the hacking was an artificial Democratic hit job. Republican Senator John McCain said the president was naive to take the word of a former KGB agent over the U.S. intelligence community, which had concluded with confidence that the hacking was directed by Russia at the very highest levels. In a tweet this morning, the president called North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un short and fat. The president had largely avoided belittling Kim while here in the region. After an aborted trip to the DMZ, the president even extended an offer for negotiations to resolve the standoff over his nuclear arsenal.
The weapons you are acquiring are not making you safer. They are putting your regime in grave danger.
In Beijing earlier in the week, the president pressed Xi Jinping to cut off any financial support to Pyongyang and emphasized his own personal admiration for China's leader. But during the campaign, he'd accused China of raping the U.S. economy. Now, he says he doesn't blame Beijing at all for taking advantage of the U.S. trade imbalance. At an economic summit in Vietnam, the president brought his America First message, but America stood alone while 11 other countries forged ahead with the Trans-Pacific Partnership, the largest free trade deal in history. Mr. Trump instead offered to broker bilateral deals with any country in the region, but so far there have been no takers. The president is ending his 12-day Asia trip in the Philippines, where he met with its President Rodrigo Duterte, a troublesome U.S. ally given his controversial policy of extrajudicial killings. But the Trump administration has made a virtue out of not publicly criticizing his human rights record, instead describing the relationship between the two presidents as having a warm rapport. John?
Margaret Brennan for us in Hanoi. Thanks so much, Margaret.